The passage of time is a quiet, relentless force that catches even the world's most luminous figures off guard, weaving a tapestry of memories that eventually bridges the gap between childhood innocence and the stark realities of adulthood. For decades, the global audience has watched iconic figures navigate the dazzling highs of international stardom, the intense pressure of the spotlight, and the complex intricacies of building a legacy in the public eye. Yet behind the glitz, the red carpets, and the roaring crowds of stadiums filled with tens of thousands of fans lies a deeply human narrative that mirrors the universal journey of parenthood. It is a journey marked by late nights, quiet anxieties, and the bittersweet realization that the children who once took their very first steps under the watchful eyes of the paparazzi are suddenly standing on the precipice of their own independent lives. This transition from protective parental guidance to the open, unpredictable waters of young adulthood represents a profound milestone, one that resonates far beyond the boundaries of celebrity culture. It reminds us that no matter how vast an empire one builds, or how many accolades one accumulates over a lifetime of creative excellence, the true measure of time's passage is felt most acutely within the walls of the home. This poignant reality forms the backdrop of a story that is currently captivating millions around the globe, offering a rare and intimate glimpse into the private world of a family that has long been synonymous with global entertainment. To ensure you never miss an update on these deeply moving human stories and the defining moments of the icons who shape our culture, take a quick moment right now to subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications, as we continue to bring you the most comprehensive coverage of the events that matter. The significance of this particular milestone cannot be understated, as it brings together years of dedication, sacrifice, and the careful balancing act of raising a family while maintaining a demanding career at the absolute pinnacle of the entertainment industry. For any parent, watching a child reach the end of their secondary education is an emotional crucible, a moment where the past and the future collide in a flurry of caps, gowns, and nostalgic reflections. But when that journey unfolds under the relentless scrutiny of the global media, every smile, every tear, and every milestone takes on an amplified resonance, transforming a private family celebration into a cultural touchpoint that speaks to the shared human experience of letting go. As the world watches these young individuals prepare to carve out their own unique paths in higher education and beyond, the narrative serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring nature of familial bonds. It highlights the quiet victories that occur away from the flashing cameras, the shared laughter in private spaces, and the unwavering support system that remains constant even when the world outside is in a state of perpetual motion and change. This unfolding chapter is not just about the achievements of youth, but about the profound emotional evolution of a mother who has dedicated herself to ensuring that her children are equipped with the strength, the values, and the vision to pursue their own grandest dreams. The atmosphere surrounding this momentous occasion is charged with a palpable sense of pride and a gentle melancholy that is familiar to anyone who has ever had to say goodbye to a chapter of their life. It is the story of a mother's love that truly knows no bounds, a love that has remained the central anchor through every storm, every headline, and every artistic reinvention over the course of an extraordinary career. As we prepare to delve deeper into the specific details of this remarkable family gathering, the symbols of success, and the artistic futures that await these next-generation individuals, the ground is set for a comprehensive exploration of a milestone that represents both an ending and a beautiful, expansive beginning. The world remains captivated, waiting to see how these young minds will influence the cultural landscape in their own right, carrying forward a legacy of passion and determination while charting a course that is entirely, undeniably their own. The emotional weight of this milestone crystallized under the bright early summer sun as the ceremonies officially got underway, marking a definitive transition for a family that has spent nearly 2 decades under the microscopic lens of global media attention. The air was thick with anticipation and a shared sense of accomplishment that belongs uniquely to Graduation Day, a day where the culmination of years of academic dedication, late-night study sessions, and personal growth finally manifests in a single, triumphant walk across the stage. For Jennifer Lopez, the milestone was doubly profound as she prepared to watch both of her twins, Max and Em, who has now proudly embraced the moniker Oskar, reach this significant turning point in their lives. The events unfolded across separate ceremonies, a choice that allowed each child to have their own distinct moment of recognition and celebration, free from the overwhelming shadow that often accompanies their family's massive collective fame. Observers and attendees caught poignant glimpses of the world-famous superstar completely stripped of her Hollywood persona, appearing instead as a deeply moved and undeniably proud mother, visibly wiping away tears as she watched her son Max receive his diploma. This raw, unscripted display of maternal vulnerability resonated deeply with onlookers, proving that no amount of international acclaim or commercial success can shield a parent from the overwhelming wave of emotion that comes with seeing your children grow up. In those quiet, tender moments captured amidst the graduation crowds, Jennifer was seen wrapping Max in an incredibly tight, protective embrace, closing her eyes as if trying to freeze time itself and savor the fleeting reality of her son's childhood drawing to its official close. The physical intimacy of the gesture spoke volumes about the deep, unbreakable bond that has been forged between the singer and her children through years of navigating life's complex challenges together in the public eye. Joining her for these momentous celebrations was a tight-knit and fiercely supportive family contingent, highlighting the robust network of love that surrounds the twins as they step into their future. Jennifer's parents, Guadalupe Rodriguez and David Lopez, were present to witness their grandchildren achieve this major milestone, their presence offering a beautiful sense of generational continuity and stability that has anchored the family for decades. Alongside them was longtime manager and trusted family confidant Benny Medina, whose presence underscored the deep intersection of professional loyalty and personal devotion that has characterized Jennifer's inner circle for the entirety of her legendary career. Yet, while the stadium's seats and auditorium rows were filled with supportive relatives, friends, and peers, the stark absence of the twins' father, international music sensation Marc Anthony, did not go unnoticed by those following the day's events closely. The 57-year-old artist, who was married to Jennifer from 2004 until their high-profile split and subsequent divorce in 2014, was notably absent from both ceremonies, a detail that added a subtle layer of complexity to the narrative surrounding the twins' big day. Anthony's life has continued to expand in entirely different directions, as he is currently a father to 5 other children from previous relationships, and recently welcomed his youngest son, Marco, who is just 2 years old, with his current wife, Nadia Ferreira. The couple had also recently shared the joyful news that baby number 2 is on the way, further shifting the focus of Anthony's immediate parental responsibilities to a brand new generation of toddlers and infants. Beyond his youngest children, Anthony's extensive patriarchal legacy includes his 32-year-old daughter Ariana and 35-year-old son Chase from his past relationship with Debbie Rosado, as well as his older sons, 25-year-old Christian and 22-year-old Ryan, from his marriage to former Miss Universe Dayanara Torres. This sprawling, multifaceted family dynamic meant that while Max and Oskar were celebrating their academic triumph on the East Coast, their father's world was revolving around a completely different set of milestones and geographic locations. However, the blending of modern family structures was still on full display during Oskar's graduation ceremony in May, where an unexpected yet deeply heartwarming guest emerged to show solidarity and support. Ben Affleck's 14-year-old son, Samuel, was spotted among the attendees, explicitly present to cheer on his former step-sibling, a touching testament to the enduring personal connections that can persist even after high-profile adult relationships undergo significant shifts and transformations. Samuel's presence added a layer of youthful solidarity to the event, showing that despite the complex adult narratives playing out in the tabloids, the children themselves had formed genuine, lasting bonds that defied the transient nature of Hollywood marriages. This spirit of mutual support and celebration provided a beautiful framework for Oskar's graduation, which also served as the official public unveiling of a profound personal transition that had been quietly developing over the preceding months. It was revealed through an official school social media post documenting the future college destinations of the senior class that Jennifer's child was now officially sporting the new moniker, Oskar Muñiz, moving forward into adulthood with a name that reflects a deeply personal sense of identity and self-determination. The poignant post, which featured a beautiful childhood photograph, contrasted against the announcement of a bright academic future, firmly established Oskar's new chapter, tagging an active personal account that solidified this identity within their peer group and the broader community. As the ceremonies drew to a close, the focus naturally shifted to what lies ahead for these two remarkably unique individuals, each possessed of distinct talents, aspirations, and visions for their adult lives. While Max has chosen to keep his specific collegiate and professional plans entirely private, Fiercely guarding his anonymity as he contemplates his next moves, Oskar's path has been clearly and brilliantly illuminated. Oskar is officially set to enroll at the prestigious Sarah Lawrence College, a liberal arts institution renowned for its rigorous academic freedom and its unmatched emphasis on the creative arts, where they will dedicate themselves to the intensive study of theater and visual arts. This choice of a highly creative, progressive, and intellectually stimulating environment feels like a natural evolution for a child raised at the crossroads of global artistic expression, promising a future filled with deep exploration and original creation. The contrast between Max's quiet privacy and Oskar's bold artistic trajectory sets the stage for an incredibly dynamic next chapter for the family. One where a devoted mother must learn to watch her children navigate the world completely on their own terms, armed with the lessons of the past and the infinite possibilities of the future. The finality of graduation day marks not just the conclusion of an academic chapter, but the true beginning of an expansive journey into self-discovery, independence, and the ultimate realization of personal potential. For Jennifer Lopez, watching Max and Oskar stand on the threshold of this vast future has brought about an intense emotional reckoning that she has shared with the world with characteristic honesty and grace. The global superstar has candidly admitted in recent interviews that she spent months leading up to the ceremonies engulfed in a wave of maternal nostalgia, joking that she had been weeping continuously as the reality of an empty nest drew closer. This emotional honesty from one of the most powerful women in entertainment serves to humanize her immense legacy, reminding audiences that beneath the layer of global fame lies a mother whose heart is completely bound to the happiness and fulfillment of her children. Jennifer's ultimate philosophy as a parent has always been rooted in a fierce desire to see her children thrive, regardless of the path they choose to walk or the public expectations that might weigh upon them. She has spoken passionately about wanting Max and Oskar to be happy, to go exactly where their hearts lead them, and to dedicate their lives to the pursuits that bring them genuine joy and a sense of purpose. This supportive framework is particularly vital for Oskar as they prepare to immerse themselves in the rigorous, highly creative world of theater and visual arts at Sarah Lawrence College, an institution that will undoubtedly foster their unique artistic voice and allow them to build an independent identity separate from their parentage. The choice of such a progressive and deeply intellectual environment reflects the sophisticated upbringing the twins have had, a life rich with cultural exposure, artistic experimentation, and a profound appreciation for the power of storytelling. Meanwhile, Max's decision to keep his immediate future entirely private highlights a quiet strength and a desire for personal autonomy, demonstrating that he possesses the confidence to chart his course away from the public gaze. A rare and commendable choice for a young man raised in the bright lights of Hollywood. Jennifer has playfully teased that despite their big dreams and their eagerness to experience the freedom of young adulthood, the reality of living in tiny college dormitories will soon have them missing the sprawling comforts and the warm embrace of their family home. She expressed a hopeful expectation that the twins will want to return to her real soon, revealing a beautifully relatable vulnerability that echoes the sentiments of every parent who has ever waved goodbye to a child driving away toward their own destiny. This transitional phase is a testament to the success of Jennifer's parenting journey, a journey that began in 2008 when the twins were welcomed into a world of immense privilege but also immense scrutiny, and has culminated in the emergence of two grounded, ambitious, and uniquely expressive young adults. The story of this family is a beautiful illustration of how love, consistency, and a dedication to personal growth can create a sanctuary of stability even within the turbulent waters of a highly public life. As Max and Oskar take their first confident steps into higher education and creative self-expression, they carry with them the rich legacy of their family's past, alongside the bright promise of their own uncharted futures. The journey of motherhood for Jennifer Lopez enters a magnificent new phase, defined not by constant supervision, but by the profound joy of watching her children fly with their own wings, leaving an indelible mark on the world entirely on their own terms. Ultimately, the milestone of the class of 2026 stands as a powerful reminder that the greatest achievements in life are often found in the quiet successes of the home, in the confidence instilled in the next generation, and in the enduring strength of familial love that remains completely unshakable through all of life's unpredictable transformations.